Miss this and your bare metal servers are stuck in a manual installation process, forcing you to physically visit each machine, which is not only time-consuming but also impractical when dealing with a large number of servers. What it does, PXE booting allows a computer to boot up directly from the network, without the need for a local boot device such as a hard drive, CD, or USB drive. This is particularly useful in a data center environment where a large number of servers need to be provisioned quickly and efficiently. The PXE boot process involves several components, including a DHCP server, a TFTP server, and an HTTP server. Command, example. Breaking it down. The PXE boot process starts when a server powers on and requests a network boot. The server sends a DHCP request to the network, which is received by the DHCP server. The DHCP server responds with an IP address and other network settings, including the IP address of the TFTP server, which is specified in the next server option. The server then sends a TFTP request to the TFTP server to download the bootloader files, such as PXE Linux. 0. The TFTP server responds with the bootloader files, which are then executed by the server. The bootloader files then download the kernel and unissued images from the HTTP server, using a kickstart file to automate the installation process. Common mistakes. One common mistake is not configuring the next server option correctly in the DHCP configuration file. This can cause the server to not be able to find the TFTP server and download the bootloader files. Another common mistake is not setting up the TFTP server correctly, which can cause the server to not be able to download the bootloader files. Additionally, not configuring the HTTP server correctly can cause the server to not be able to download the kernel and unissued images. Try this next. To test the PXE boot setup, you can use a virtual machine or a physical server that supports PXE booting. You can also use a tool such as TCP dump to capture the network traffic and verify that the server is sending the correct requests to the DHCP, TFTP, and HTTP servers. Pro tip: in a production environment, it's a good idea to use a separate network for the PXE boot process, to prevent the boot traffic from interfering with the regular network traffic. Additionally, you can use a tool such as Cobbler to automate the PXE boot process and make it easier to manage the boot images and kickstart files.